I grew up as a youth in Cabrini Green. I went to Schiller School, and when I was in Schiller School, that's why I had a relationship with Jesse White. He was my coach. He was a good mentor in my life, showing me the right way to go and the right things to do and the right moves to make. I didn't have a mentor when I moved on the west side of Chicago, around Avers and Chicago Avenue. There were no organized sports, no organized anything, so I made a lot of foolish moves that cost me a lot. I was driving down the street one day, and I saw some kids flipping on mattresses, and I said, wow, that's interesting. But in the back of my mind, I knew that I didn't have to jump on mattresses. Excuse me. Kind of get sensitive. Because of the fact that when I look back at my past, I knew it was somebody who took the time out to help me. I could do something about it. I went home and told my wife, I said, we need to start a tumbling program. She said, well, how will we do it? I said, well, I'm going to call Jesse White. I saw him at a baseball game. I walked up behind him and tapped him on the shoulder, and he turned around and he said, Ruben Robinson, 630 West Evergreen, apartment 603. So he knew me, really knew me. And so when he did that, I said, well, look, I want to do what you do. I said, I got some kids, and I want to keep them off the street. He said, call me. So I called him, and the rest was history. He gave me some mats, and so we went from there. I just knew that it was something that we had to do, and I knew that everything else would fall in place. So, you know, in the faith walk, you have to start walking. Overall, the name of the organization is Prodigal Sons. We have inner city tumblers and inner city jumpers, the double dutch team. I have kids come from 98th Street, some from South Side. The majority of them are off the west side of Chicago, so we don't have any type of boundary lines. They come, we help. You know, Prodigal Sons, even in the Bible, talks about a young man who drifted away and went in the wrong direction. It says, but when he came to himself, he did something different. And so it was a time when I drifted, but when I came to myself, I pulled the best from myself. I figure if I'm going to preach the gospel, I just need to show up. And they could see my life. And the Bible talks about let your light so shine before men. So I figure that's the best way to preach the gospel, show up. If I say I'm going to do it, do it.